What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Thingos back again, TGTV, with another video. You already know, man, gonna be talking a little bit more about Invincible today, but it's gonna be slightly different because I'm not gonna actually be talking about the character of Invincible. I'm gonna be talking about another character in the world of Invincible. Similar to my last video, just highlighting the idea of new characters being introduced this season. One of the characters I was talking about in the last video that might have been leaked of being in season 3 was named Brit. Now, I talked about Brit and I talked about Astounding Wolfman. You can actually see them on the thumbnail of my last video. In this video, I want to briefly talk about and go over a few details about the character of Brit, just to give you guys a heads up as to what to expect, or give you a little bit more information about his background before we inevitably get introduced to this character. Best way to describe Brit without going into too much detail, or just for the uninitiated, people that haven't read the comics and stuff like that, Brit is pretty much the combination of Captain America, Wolverine, and Luke Cage. So let me explain. When I say Captain America, I mean that he's a soldier. He's a veteran soldier, a very old soldier. Now, while Steve Rogers is old, he doesn't look old. Brit, it's different. He's old, he looks old, but he does age very slowly. But he's been around for a long time. He's fought in pretty much every war. And but he looks like an OG, older man, but his age is very slow. So he just kind of like stayed at a age and he just is stuck there. So he just looks like an old man all the time, pretty much. Now, that's the Captain America angle. And that's similar to the Wolverine angle too. Because like I said, he's an old soldier, and Wolverine, same thing as Cap, old soldier, fought in a lot of different wars, been alive for a long time. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of like both of the criterias right there for Captain America and Wolverine. Now, where Luke Cage, the comparison comes into play, is that Brit's skin is impenetrable. That's actually his main power, like, you know, his main, you know, claim to fame, you know, what makes him such an asset to the, you know, government defense, to the Global Defense Agency and all that, is that his skin is impenetrable. Like, nothing can pierce his skin. Nothing. Like I'm telling you, that's bruh is strong as shit. But that's the thing about it though. He doesn't really have super strength. That's the cool thing about his character. Like, initially you might be like, oh damn, that's kind of boring. He can't really do shit. But it's what he utilizes and how he, you know what I'm saying, has to think outside the box and be creative, you know, when he's fighting these villains and these different threats. You know, he's a brilliant tactician. He's a soldier. He's been through a lot of stuff. But all in all, when you really just strip it down and just look at, you know, what's only there, is he just has skin that can't be pierced or can't be shot through. He has impenetrable skin. That's pretty much it. But I'll give you an example of how they displayed his power when I read his first comic book. And I remember when I saw this, I was like, bro, this shit is fucking crazy. I love this dude. Like, so Robert Kirkman and Tony Moore knew what they was doing. They're the original creators of the character of Brit. If you don't know the artist Tony Moore, he actually created and was responsible for a lot of the earlier artwork in The Walking Dead. So if you liked how The Walking Dead looked, like art style wise, earlier in the comic, before like it kind of transitioned, Tony Moore is responsible for that. You know, like the bigger, more elongated chins and noses and stuff like that, the more cartoony style a little bit. He also did the art style for a comic called Fear Agent, which I really enjoyed and I'm a big fan of. Shout out to Rick Remender. He's the writer on that. I like a lot of his stuff. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Robert Kirkman and Tony Moore, they made the original character of Brit. And in that comic, when you read about him, his first introduction, so apparently I think he gets called out by the government to take care of some kind of threat. I don't know if it was like in a foreign country or if it was just like in a different city in the US or something like that. But the guy that he was fighting, he had powers as well, super strong. Like I said, he was a threat. They needed to take him out. I don't remember all the details because I'm being real with you. I probably haven't read the Brit comics since like 2017, 2018. I'm just going off the dome. I got a good memory though when it comes to comics. So anyway, they're flying him in. They're flying Brit in. He's in a helicopter. The guy jumps out of the helicopter. No parachute, no nothing. No appointment, no nothing. If you seen Django, you know what I'm talking about. No appointment, no nothing. Anyway, he jumped out the helicopter he just lands on the ground. Because remember I told you, impenetrable skin. So it's very hard to hurt this dude. Like, he pretty much doesn't feel pain at all. He lands. See, that's actually the big up he got on Wolverine. Because Wolverine, he can't die. He got a healing factor and all that. But he still feels pain. He even said he feels pain every time the claws come out. I don't think Brit feels anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like after I tell you this story, you're going to be like, yeah, bro don't feel shit. He jumped out the helicopter, landed on the ground, slammed onto the ground, created a crater where he landed. And then the guy that he was supposed to take out catches up to him very quickly, slams him onto like because I think they was fighting in like a junkyard. So he slams him on like against this car, and he think they're gonna have like maybe a drawn out battle, or maybe he's just gonna pummel him into meat, because you know, like I told you, the guy has super strength. So he slams him against this car, and he just keep punching Brit over and over and over again in the chest, just bing, 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 bing. And then the comic actually has a transition. You see the camera, I'm talking about camera as if it's like an anime, but you see like the perspective like zoom out, and you can hear the noises. You can see like the sound effects drawn in of him still hitting him on his chest. And he did that all night. All night this dude was going at Brit, hitting him in his chest, bro. For starters, I don't know why his dumb ass kept hitting him like that. Like, he could have stopped after he's saying that it wasn't doing anything. I don't know. But he kept trying to beat this dude, man. The dude just hitting him over and over and over again, to the point where he tired himself out, and his fingers and his fist and his wrist were all just smush and jello, because he didn't do no damage to Brit at all. That's how much he was hitting him. And then he just gets tired, and Brit just calmly just reaches out, grabs him by the head, snaps his neck, no problem. Crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? So Brit is like that, okay? He does not play any games. Super dope character. Fuck with him. And I'm really interested to see what they do with him in Invincible. I just wanted to give you all like a good kind of like background of his abilities and how long he's been around. The original comic came out in 2003. Not sure if that was his first appearance, but I know that's his first like comic, like, you know what I'm saying, solo comic, solo outing, 2003. He got slowly integrated into the Invincible universe, and then he became like the leader of the new Guardians of the Globe. Pops up over and over again to help out with various different threats. He became a regular face that you see in Invincible all the time. So I know that if they introduce him in season 3, he's going to become probably a favorite that we see a lot of, and hopefully in the future we might get our own episode dedicated to him and his backstory as well, explaining several of the things that I told you in this episode. Like, we might actually get to see it. So pretty cool stuff. Like the character of Brit, and we got a lot to look forward to with him if they introduce him in the show. And it's not even an if. I know we're going to see him. We have to, because of just how important of a character he is to the overall narrative of Invincible, and how much he just pops up in the comic. Like, bruh's like a regular face. So we're definitely going to see him. And also Astounding Wolfman, who my next video is going to be about breaking down, because he has a pretty awesome backstory and he's a dope character as well. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what I'm saying, let me know what you think about it. Like, share, comment, also subscribe for more content like this one. And yeah, guys, if you're having a good, I said if, hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. And until next time, peace.